Good morning and welcome to Godly Play at King Avenue. So today is the third Sunday of Lent. So we need to change our church calendar right here to the third Sunday. So we have 3 more Sundays before we get to Easter. There was someone who was so kind and so loving and who cared about everyone. And people followed him, but they weren't sure exactly who he was. And so one day people asked him, "Who are you?" And Jesus said, "I am the light." And so that light is with us now as we get ready for our story. Are you ready? In the beginning, the baby was born. God chose the mother Mary and the father Joseph to be parents for the baby. And they gave the baby everything he needed to grow. They loved him. And the baby grew in a family just like us. As the baby grew, I wonder, what were some of the things that he did? I wonder what Jesus' favorite food was. And I wonder what kind of games he liked to play when he was little. When Jesus was around 12 years old, he went to the holy city of Jerusalem, to the temple, to worship God and to hear the stories that we hear in church today. But he went with a lot of people. He went with parents, grandparents, cousins, siblings, neighbors, and there were so many people to hang out with. But then his mother and father realized that they could not find him. They looked for Jesus for 3 days, and finally they found Jesus in the temple with the rabbis, the teachers of the law. They were asking Jesus questions, and Jesus was asking them questions. Jesus was curious about everything. I wonder what kind of questions Jesus had for his teachers. I wonder if there was anything that was hard for Jesus to learn. Jesus grew up and became a man. And he went to the lake where his cousin John was baptizing people. Jesus went up to his cousin John and said, "I need you to baptize me." And so John took Jesus into the water and brought him back up. And when Jesus came out of the water, people saw what looked like a dove above Jesus. And people heard a voice. And the voice said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." You know, God was happy with Jesus, and God is happy with us too. After Jesus was baptized, he went into the desert to be alone. When he was in the desert, an evil voice came to him. The evil voice came to Jesus and tempted him to make bad decisions. The evil voice wanted Jesus to believe that he was more powerful than anything. And the evil voice wanted Jesus to believe that he did not need God. At one point, it was just like Jesus was above a huge city. And the evil voice said, "This can be all yours. You can be like a king and have everything." And Jesus said, "I am a king, but not that kind of king. And my kingdom will not be that kind of kingdom." Jesus knew then that he had work to do. And he wondered what God wanted him to do. We wonder that today too. What does God want us to do with our lives? Jesus went and met people. And everywhere he met, the people were changed after they met Jesus. Some people could not see, but after meeting Jesus, they could see everything. Some people could not walk, but after meeting Jesus, they were dancing. People who were lost found themselves in Jesus. And people who felt alone found a friend in Jesus. I wonder if you have ever felt this way. And I wonder if you have ever felt like you had a friend in Jesus. Usually when we're in class together, we go around and see what we can add to this story. So with your family at home, I want you to see what you can add from home to this story. What could give you a bigger picture of this story today? And now it is time to change the light. This is the Christ candle. And when we change the light, it doesn't just go away. The light that is here in one place now fills up the whole room. The light that is here is also with you in your house and with your family.